I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir. It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together. Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood. What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean, sir. I'm not coming back.
Listen, this is sheer madness. You're heading straight to the enemy base.
This is the only way I can find out what's going on here. What happened to our people? I have several hours of travel ahead of me.
You can still turn back.
No. And if you try to convince me otherwise, I'll just turn the radio off.
Fine. I'll stop insisting. Please just understand the position you put me in. As a commander, now I have to decide whether to risk detection by the Alliance.
I totally understand. Can't you wait a few more hours? I still need your support, sir.
And I still want to be here to help you. Please don't turn off your radio. I'm not going anywhere. You're approaching their coordinates. Yasna.
Yes?
I understand that no matter what I say, it won't change your mind. But please be careful. First, observe them from a distance, and only then take action.
I will be cautious. Like always. Just because I'm acting against your orders doesn't mean I intend to be foolish, sir.
It's comforting in its own way that even in an act of insubordination, you want to remain professional. I'll let you know when you cross their perimeter. Once you've crossed, hide the rover. Behind a bend, or under a ledge. Telemetry observation will be vital. Once we know the camp's weaponry situation, we'll decide what to do next.
Copy that. What was that?
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
The base is in front of me.
Already?
I've thought it over. And I'm not gonna Some object is flying over their base. It's a field base. Multi-module. For about several dozen people. Rather well equipped. They have a second antimat. As if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows. There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great.
What about people? Can you see anyone?
Not yet. Maybe they're hiding in modules.
Most of them for sure, but I'd be surprised if they didn't assign anyone to guard duty.
I've seen enough. Can I go on? The longer I put it off, the more nervous I get.
All right. I'll no longer stop you. We'll most likely lose contact soon. So let me be clear. Your situation is highly precarious. You cannot trust the Alliance or expect them to be willing to help. If things don't go our way, I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission.
Hang on, sir. What exchange? I'm not a spy, I'm a scientist.
I'm afraid that doesn't change anything. You want information about Regis 3. For that reason alone, they might consider you a spy.
But what kind of spy exposes themselves to direct questions?
A desperate one, Doctor.
How odd.
What?
There's no one here. Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have noticed you.
I'm going. What have I got to lose anyway?
Your life, Doctor.
I'm going in. Clear. For now. I can't hear anyone either. I'm at the central module. In the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah? The doors were open.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units, including dates.
I'm all ears.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible? What? They didn't move it?
Huh, seems so.
I'll try to track it down. Please tell me what else is in there.
Well, like us, they became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late?
I guess they weren't in a hurry. Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here, but seemed very determined to reach this area. They dug a vast system of tunnels.
When did they finally get here?
On the 15th day of the mission. They conducted research and during excavations found, you won't guess, metal structures.
So we had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced stage of works when we were still in orbit. In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So that was their last move?
Well, there's no information about their return. And maybe I'll find them there.
Highly probable. Do you know what the current day of their mission is?
They left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't back out now. I have to follow them.
Well, it's your decision. Although I admit I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite. Soon I'll have an image of the area where the ship landed. We'll see if the Invincible's still there.
I'll continue to search their base. On the 24th day, they sent a convoy north to the sector. Oh, to the sector where I found Gorski.
You suspect they went after him, having detected his signal?
Oh, surely they could detect him. They could have detected all of us. But would they really do something about it?
Well, for some reason they left their base. I'm assuming that has something to do with it.
Astrogator, this doesn't make any sense. You can't just wrap up the whole operation. Anyway, the first thing they would take were vehicles and equipment. Only the people are missing here. They've got a device for intercepting alarm signals. There isn't much of it. Single record. Poor guy. He's dead. Waited help for over a day. Critically low blood saturation. He died of hypoxia. At the time of his death, he was...
Yasna, is it necessary? This information will no longer help
somewhere near
anyone.
the city. 18561.
754. Yes. It's Gorski. I'm sorry.
You lied to me. You lied how he died.
I knew you would blame yourself.
Well, of course I do. I could have saved him. Left him that fucking tank. Why didn't you let me?
I made the right decision, Yasna. Given the circumstances and our knowledge at the time, there was a high risk your sacrifice would kill you both.
Fuck. We let him die.
No, Yasna. As I said, I made the call, not you.
It would be easier to think so, but I can't. One more thing. I realize we still need to work together. So, I'll submit my reports as usual, but that doesn't mean everything's fine.
Understood, Doctor. I appreciate your professionalism.
Several units can be controlled from here. I wonder which... Ah, damn. One's unavailable.
Probably out of reach, or they took it.
I got the feed. But I can't get it to move. It's got a weak signal. Must be too far away. one is a flying unit. Some sort of probe.
Flying over the base.
Correct.
Can you extract data from it?
Sure. Never too much data. Especially in the current situation. I just need to find a place to land it. Probe on the ground. Time to get into the records. Force field's down. I open the passage. We can follow the convoy route now.
When you're ready, Doctor. One more minute, and our satellite will be over their ship. Oh, we're lucky. Clouds are low. Fortunately, their ship's not here. Neither there or...
Are you still looking?
Mm-hmm. Not here either. Ah! Bingo!
Yes?
Found it. They're still on the planet. Didn't fly away.
Good to know. Thank you. First images from this area. If it's been flying long enough, it may store important information. Unfortunately, apart from my arrival, the probe didn't record much.
So it's been flying only recently?
I think so. Some robot. Doesn't react to my presence at all. I don't know if that's a good sign or bad.
I wouldn't worry about it. Status? What's new?
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5 seconds, sir.
Right. Thank you.
I'm leaving the base. Going after the convoy. Down you go, oh bright sun. Time to let the night in. For my legs are heavy, and field is not inviting. Legs become too heavy, hands become too weary. Down you go, oh bright sun. The night is not that scary. Hide behind the dark woods while we're running barefoot. Well, I've got to the place where they were digging. It's hard to miss. They set up a huge machine at the center. It must weigh thousands of tons. The ship that brought all of this must be...
Gigantic, yes. The Invincible surpasses any of our units, even the largest orbital stations. In my opinion, it's a bit excessive.
Gives me the chills just knowing it's not far from here.
Well, maybe you won't have to see it at all.
Interesting. They found a sizable object deep underground. Stands out from the rest. It's not a part of the structures, but rather an independent, autonomous machine.
Also metal?
Yes.
So, a robot? Or something else that finally looks familiar?
Well, it looks a lot more like a robot than the other structures. Astrogator, I've already covered most of the convoy route. I'm entering a more enclosed area. A ravine, to be precise.
I see. Can I count on a tactical report?
Of course. A simple analysis of the situation won't hurt anyone.
That's for sure.
Not the best place to stop. The road ahead leads straight to where the convoy was heading.
Well then, what are you waiting for? Any doubts?
No, I don't. I still think we have to go there. If they're not in the base, they must be somewhere, damn it.
So, what's on your mind?
I can just drive in there, straight to the convoy. Or try and take a side path to remain unnoticed until the very last moment.
Bold assumption. Could be an unnecessary detour. I leave that to your judgment, though. It's your call, Yasmin.
All right. I'll try to get there via the side path.
Yes, no? Everything's all right?
Yes, yes. I just need a moment to think.
As soon as you find something...
I'll report it. No worries, sir. The radiation level is rising rapidly.
Yes, now be careful. Of radiation. Of other people. Just watch yourself.
Considering the radioactive environment, I assume the probability of finding people here is close to 0.
It might well indicate something quite the opposite. Human technology equals radiation, after all.
Bingo! There's a stuck vehicle. Must be part of the convoy.
How many people?
None. Only the vehicle. It was penned down by a pile of rocks.
So, they abandoned it just like the ones at the base? What about the rest of the convoy?
One of their vehicles got stuck in the rubble.
Oh, so you've already reached the convoy?
It's only this vehicle so far. I'm looking for the rest.